The aftermath of last week's winter storm is still being felt by some in our area. News 12's Nick Hill met a trout farmer today who said he was surprised on what he found after being woken up by a loud boom. Take a look.
Some family members and friends had lines appear in their snow when it was just straight lines that weren't caused by anything anybody could tell. There was one right down here through this field and about 2 miles up the road.
This 200 by 15 foot trout pond used to have a metal roof and awnings on the side to protect the trout from potential predators. However, that all changed during the winter storm last week.
So I can tell you exactly at 3:20 Tuesday morning, because the whole thing just sounded like an explosion. My roof fell completely at once, which was crazy. And it didn't really come apart. The whole thing just separated and fell.
Pickett raises and sells roughly 30,000 trout each year to local restaurants and vendors, and is only one of 2 commercial trout farmers in Tennessee. He says the line that appeared he, along with family and friends, believe was the result of a rare phenomenon.
The whole thing makes sense considering the evidence about a frost-quake, which I knew nothing about.
According to the Maine Geological Survey, a frost-quake, scientifically called a cryoseism, is caused by sudden deep freezing of the ground. It can produce ground shaking and noises similar to an earthquake, but usually on a far smaller scale. There's not much data due to the rarity and relative lack of effects of this phenomena, but Pickett says he'll be feeling the effects of it for a while.
I'll be back at least 2 weeks. In fact, this was the week I was going to start restaurant sales, which I build up to slowly as I get my fish to a mature state where they're ready to go, which is about a pound.
Thankfully, he only lost a handful of fish due to the roof collapse, and will be able to rebuild the protection for the trout within the next week or 2.
Very relieved that it didn't crush, thousands of fish.
In Sequatchie County, Nick Hill, News 12.